have a question, we'll go to Jerry right down the line.
Sure, you can done that. It's 5 races in to 6. Think about where you're at this year. You performed essentially better than a lot of people on the track. So, what's your outlook and your grade so far?
Yeah, I think coming into this year, we knew that there was going to be ups and downs. We felt like that there was going to be times where we'd shine, times where we may struggle, and just things where we kind of need to get better overall as a team. We knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I'm looking forward to this year. We've had some decent speed so far this year, so we just got to keep it up and see what we can do.
Just kind of your resurgence. Who's for you? John, I think the chair. Here's the try to freak you down.
Thanks.
They did you dirty with that one. They did.
They did, for sure. Say that again, sorry.
You feel this kind of your resurgence for you, another opportunity to show exactly what you do have.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think coming back to the Cup Series was the goal all along, right? So how to do that, we're back here finally. Kind of the goals set in place for getting back to the Cup Series. But most of all, I feel good about kind of the vision and where we're going to try and go with Legacy Motor Club and the speed that we've had at some racetracks so far this year. I feel that as we continue to go through the year, we should be way better the second half of the year, theoretically, with more data and info and historical notes and different things of that sort. So it's going to take time. It's a process, right? But we're continuing to push hard and trying to learn everything that we can every single week. From myself being in the next gen car for the first time, really like racing. As well as trying to get Ben back in the swing of things with the next gen car, and us two up to speed on communication and dialogue with the next gen car. Race is way different than trucks or Xfinity, so there's a lot of adapting that's going on.
John, we'll go way in the back there.
Hi, good. Eric Smith. What are your thoughts on the new Toyota car?
Say that again, sorry.
What are your thoughts on the new Toyota
And the new Toyota Camry is awesome. It looks really good. It drives really good. I feel like the body definitely shines out. I like it a lot.
car? There's been talks about increasing horsepower. How do you feel about
I'll play whatever hand that I'm dealt. Obviously, I know that there's been a lot of talks about it, but who knows what's going to happen. I can't say that I'm necessarily for more horsepower or for less horsepower or whatever it may be. I don't know. I don't know what the fix is.
Go right here to Tanner.
John Hunter, Tanner Marlar with Frontstretch. Just kind of zoom out a little bit. We're a good chunk into the season, first road course. Just tell me kind of how you're feeling up to this point in the year.
Well, I feel like we've been able to hit Super Speedway, Atlanta, mile-and-a-half Super Speedway package, short track, mile-and-a-half, and now road course. So kind of hitting everything package-wise that we have for this year. We found quite a few areas that I feel like we need to work on, and I need to work on as a driver so far. But overall, I mean, we've showed decent speed. Some weeks we haven't. Some weeks we definitely need to get better. But it's a constant progression. Just being able to try and be consistently competitive this year is big. Like I was saying earlier, like we know that it's not going to go smooth every single week, right? There may be ups, there may be downs, but what do you learn from those situations, and how do you make your cars drive better every single week that you come back to the racetrack?
And what's the biggest thing that you've learned just so far early on in the year?
The car, it's way different than anything that I've really been in. It's still a race car, but adjustment-wise, how it drives, dirty air, there's a lot of differences there. So just trying to learn every aspect I can of this car, figuring out what I need for practice, qualifying the race, and trying to make the best adjustments possible.
Mark Garrow right here.
Mark Garrow, PRN. John Hunter, given what happened in Phoenix, what kind of race do you think we're going to see in Richmond? The way your car felt, the way you felt you could pass, that kind of thing.
I don't know. I mean, in Phoenix, the fastest car won it, running the bottom of the racetrack, right? I'm not sure about Richmond. I feel like with the simple diffuser, you're able to drive it more sideways. I don't have experience with other diffuser on short track, so I can't give you a huge difference. But just from what I've heard, you drive it more sideways. But I feel like the package, I mean, I feel like it raced somewhat better. I don't know. The biggest experience thing for me is just not knowing the past, right, and the trends, and trying to figure out this new package. So I was grateful that they brought a new package in. I feel like it puts a lot of us on a level playing field, per se, with myself, of not having a ton of laps with the other package. So hopefully Richmond will be a really good race. If we have tire fall off like we did at Bristol, it'll be really good.
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.